So tonight's reading comes from the Tao Te Ching, from the 16th teaching in that wonderful book of Chinese philosophy from ages and ages and ages ago. And it fits into a lot of what I've been working on and kind of leading up to in the last few vlogs and just in my personal practice. This notion of that stillness, of that silent mind. But it puts it in a different context that I found helpful and thought I would share it with you. The Tao says, the state of vacancy should be brought to the utmost degree, and that of stillness guarded with an unwearying vigor. So both of those, that vacancy state, that absence of ego, and that stillness, that quietness of mind, that before thought state. So the state of vacancy should be brought to the utmost degree, and that of stillness guarded with unwearying vigor. All things alike go through their processes of activity, and then we see them return to their original state. When things in the vegetable world have displayed their luxuriant growth, we see each of them return to its root. This returning to their root is what we call the state of stillness, and that stillness may be called a reporting that they have fulfilled their appointed end. The report of that fulfillment is the regular, unchanging rule. To know that unchanging rule is to be intelligent. Not to know it leads to wild movements and evil issues. The knowledge of that unchanging rule produces a grand capacity and forbearance. And that capacity and forbearance lead to a community of feeling with all things. From this community of feeling comes a kingliness of character, and he who is king-like goes on to be heaven-like. In that likeness to heaven, he possesses the Tao. So this wonderful little cycle of events, we know that the Divine Mother in the Vedanta or in Hinduism is that which gives birth, that which sustains, and that which destroys. So that rising out of nothingness for a thought, coming into mind, and then fading again into nothingness or emptiness, according to the Buddhists. And so this fulfillment of our nature is to come to that point of stillness, to understand that this cycle has meaning. It is natural and normal. And by keeping it in mind and holding on to that unchanging principle, that all of this comes and goes, then we will be able to see what's important and what's not important in our life, and not run after things that are just at a particular point in their cycle, and to return to your root, return to your isness, to that which you are, before all of the other stuff. You look at that seed, that potential of being, you plant it. That potential is realized. The plant becomes luxuriant and beautiful and bears its fruit. And then it returns to its root. It dies, goes back to the ground after having produced yet more seed, more potential. And so that is our goal in life, to know our place in the cycle, to know our place to be independent of the cycle, and to make choices wisely accordingly.